Hey guys, welcome back. Thought I'd put out another video before I disappeared for a few months like I'm known to do. And really just going to be talking about my setup here on my Scar 16. This isn't a shooting review or anything like that. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten it out to my long range yet. So if you want a shooting review for whatever reason, there's plenty out there, but if you want one, leave it in the comments and I'll get around to it, hopefully. Dog, don't knock over my stand, please. Thanks. All right, so quick setup. I'm just gonna set down this M17 down here for eye candy while we talk. All right, so the barrel, starting at the front, I've left it stock. I haven't sent it off to Parker Mountain Machine yet, but that is a plan. I wanna have it chopped to 14.5 and pin and welded. And then probably have a Surefire brake on there so I can suppress it. But for now, it's still 16 inches and running the factory comp, which works pretty well enough. I'm sure you've probably had a chance to shoot one of these. They're available for rent at almost any range nowadays, and they're pretty low recoiling, so no complaints there. I've also not made any changes to the receiver components because there are plenty of options, again, from Parker Mountain or places like Kinetic Development Group that allow you to add extra sections of rail, Picatinny or M-LOK. You could then move your accessories forward to the end of the barrel, but I prefer a classic look, and you also do have some weight savings by not adding all that stuff, so I don't need it. I'm probably not going to do it. Down here I have a Magpul vert grip, and I don't run it, you know, with my hand all the way around the grip. I am a C-clamp kind of guy, so I kind of wrap my fingers around the corner of the grip and then come up to the activation pad that I have right there. Surefire Light, and it's the new Surefire Scout Mini with 500 lumens. And I didn't get it with this rear cap. I actually had to buy that afterwards. And it basically allows me two ways to activate the light. One, we already talked about, is this momentary on button right here. And that momentary on button is fed through this attachment right here that clips onto the back of the light and then runs into the Cloud Defensive mount, which is pretty neat, by the way. Kind of an expensive little upgrade, but it's kind of worth it. It's really low profile, really durable, and it gives you a place to tuck away your wire for your light. So it runs in through there, and you don't have to worry about it getting caught on or anything. So I do like that feature from Cloud Defensive. So yeah, just momentary up here, and if I for some reason needed to, I could reach around and constant on button right there, right next to where the wire attaches. So probably wouldn't use that too often, but it's there for me if I need it or if the wire fails. By the way, that is a Surefire Pro, one of the new ones. It's attached on the right side, and it allows you to move the light out or in to the rifle. Basically, you can get it as close as you can and really minimize the overall profile of your rifle, so you're not bumping into things, barriers and things like that when you're running this thing. So I do like that feature. I've got some rail covers. I can't remember who makes these things. It's only actually on the left side now. I had it all the way around until I attached the light. But yeah, rail cover here, just because I thought it looked nice, and it doesn't add much weight or anything. I think that's it up front. Yeah, because we just have a factory sight there, front sight. Let's jump down to the charging handle. I got this one from Ggg, and it's a angled aluminum charging handle. I can't remember if the factory charging handle is aluminum, but it's a nice feature because it allows you to clear any optics that you might have on the top rail. See here, I don't get anywhere near my Eotech, and I don't have to worry about knocking my knuckles, which is nice. And by the way, this is unloaded. You see it just caught on an empty mag there. Empty mag, nothing in the chamber, okay? All right, so Ggg charging handle is a favorite of mine. Okay. One reason I decided to run the charging handle on this side because it is reversible to either side, is because if you need a clear malfunction or something like that, you can keep your hand on fire control over here. Haley Strategic has a really nice video about this, and it's kind of what convinced me to do this and keep it on the left side. You can lock it back by just riding the charging handle to the rear and then using your thumb to activate the bolt catch. And you can also release it from the same side, all while keeping your hand down here on fire control in case, you know, you need it. So just a quick tidbit there, I thought I'd mention. While we're down here, you could probably see that there is a G on that trigger because I did put a Geissele Super Scar in here. I've talked about them before, they're my favorite, and they knocked it out of the park again with this trigger, 2-stage. There's your first stage right there, real short, right to the wall. And then it breaks real nice, close to 4 pounds total weight, I'd say. And the reset right there, almost immediate, and then you're right back to it. So it breaks and feels like a carrot breaking. That's the way Mr. Geissele describes it, and I'd agree this feels a lot like that. But great trigger, better trigger than the stock, although you can certainly run a stock trigger, but I wanted to throw the best that I could on here, so I went Geissele. I did add some QD points for QD cups. I have one here on the front where you see my Blue Force Gear Vickers sling mounted with an emergency pull to quickly release that sling if I had to. And normally on there it's just a hook for hook style slings, but I prefer the QDs, so I added that attachment, which I believe is from Parker Mountain Machine. If it's not from them, it's from Kinetic Development Group, one of those two guys, but I'm pretty sure it's Parker Mountain. So great piece of kit there, just attaches right through the hook mount that's originally there, and I blue tied that in, blue Loctited. Same thing back here. I added this one, although I pretty much don't run slings here. I just wanted the option in case I needed it. So I went ahead and added one there. And then to the right and left hand side of the stock. So I run the other end of my sling on the right hand side of my stock, and you can see it's quick attached there. Okay. Moving on from there, I don't think I have anything crazy on the other side. Let me see real quick. I do not. Nothing crazy on this side. Although you can see that this Surefire is one of the new Pro models, so it allows you to move it in as close to the rail as you can and then tighten it down so you keep your overall profile as slim as possible, which was nice. All right. The optics I have on there are the Eotech XPS or XPS. I forget which model it is nowadays. They've gone through so many. But it is the night vision compatible one. You can see the controls here on the side. You got your night vision button. I don't have night vision, but, well, I just wanted this one, so I made it happen. Maybe one day I'll be rich enough to have night vision, but I'm not there yet. Magnifier is also Eotech, and I feel like I've talked about this before when I did my Mark 18 video, but I love the Magnifier. It just feels so quality. The movement from side to on, basically on, I guess, is really, really solid. You don't feel like it's going to swing off on you or swing on. You really have to make it a purposeful movement, but it's not difficult at all to move back and forth. And then you do get 3x magnification out of that. So, really nice. Rear sight is still the factory one. One thing about this FN Scar is that it really does come with a nice set of irons, so no need to play with it. You can go shooting right out of the box. Not too many rifles that you can say that about these days, surprisingly. And then guys, I think that's it. A really quick video. I just wanted to show you the setup, and I hope you liked it. So if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead, leave them down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the future. Bye.